There can be no complete list, but obviously it includes our inheritance from the societies of Greece and Rome, the extraordinary influence of the Judeo-Christian ethic, the inheritance of the Renaissance, the Enlightenment, particularly for Australia, the contribution of parliamentary democracy, our understanding of the rule of law. Now, they are some of the things, including also the great literature and music of Western civilization. It's very difficult to give a comprehensive list, but no understanding of Western civilization could leave any of those things out. Well, I think I understood the basic commitment of the Australian people to the Western ideal of liberal democracy, the influence of institutions we had inherited from the British, the good institutions of parliamentary democracy, the rule of law, the influence of the Judeo-Christian ethic on Australia, an understanding that the Enlightenment contributed to the building of our society and free thought, proper scientific inquiry. Once again, the list is not exhaustive, but there's some of the elements. The greatest strength, of course, is that we are a democracy. We can be unhappy, according to our mode of thought, with the outcome of that democratic process. But fundamentally, we are one of the few countries that has been continuously democratic for the last 100 years. You can count those nations on the fingers of your two hands and still have a couple left over. Well, they should understand how lucky they are to live in this country. I take the view that we have a history that, of course, has blemishes, but overwhelmingly the Australian achievement has been one of openness, of democracy, of respect for the individual. For example, giving women the vote way ahead of even comparable democratic countries such as America and Britain. It's a story of achievement, but achievement also not without blemish. Well, I think if we lose the Judeo-Christian ethic, and the great thing about the Christian inheritance is the focus on the individual. To understand the influence of Christianity on the Western world, one has to understand the special character of Christianity as a faith that unites the individual with God. And that faith is not obtained through the intermediation of somebody else, but is a direct relationship. And if that doesn't extol the virtue of the individual, nothing else does. To have an understanding in the broad, holistically, to use, I think, a rather clumsy, but I hope an understood word, the impact of Western civilization. Paul Ramsay was concerned that we were losing sight of that pervasive influence on who we are. And you can never understand who you are unless you know where you came from and what influences moulded you. Because not only do they make who you are at present, but they have an influence on what you will become in the future.